Hi fellows, this is Mihatsumi. It is a rare case that a Japanese person calls another person without adding any suffix to their name. If happens, that's almost only when the other is your family member, your very close friend, or your junior colleague at school or work. Otherwise, you may sound rude or insulting. Therefore, those suffixes play a very important role in Japanese society. The suffixes can be divided into either honorific or diminutive. So tonight, I will introduce some of those suffixes here, referring to Hololive JP.
本当に、そしてトアさんのがより悪魔らしい姿になったりですとか、いやー、ルーナさんも大人っぽくてねえ、姫。
San is the most common honorific suffix in Japan. It can be an equivalent to Mr. or Ms. in English, but it is used more frankly than the English counterparts. Interestingly, in case it dares to be used for a close friend, especially after the shortened form of the name, it can sound very soft and warm-hearted, though it's an honorific suffix. One good example in Hololive is that Korone-san is called Koro-san.
でもラミーちゃんもルーちゃんも優しいよ。次、F 部ちゃん。はい。
Chan is the most common diminutive suffix in Japanese. Generally, it is used for girls or little boys, but whoever is okay if you have a very close relationship with a person. It may sound not so different from calling someone by their nicknames. Still, this is a diminutive suffix, so when you need to be humble, you shouldn't call others with it.
そう、マリダも言ってたけど、次はね、アクタンです、アクタン。はい、次はね、ねんねちですね。ねんねさんだって距離感。
Tang is more casual and adorable sound variant that has been used frequently for these few decades, I think. And also, Chi could be a super casual form of Chan, but its origin is not clear to me. Kun is like a male variant of Chan, but it is occasionally used for a woman as well. You may hear Marin-san calls Subaru-san Su-kun recently.
今回ねね様から和食がいいとリクエスト。
トワ様。
Sama can show the highest respect to the other person besides using a title. It's like sir or madam in English, but much more widely used. It is added, for example, when a company calls its customers names, when a servant calls their master, people call deities, etc., etc. In Hololive, it tends to be used for the devil kind of members, such as Towa-sama and Lap-sama, Laplace-san, no matter whether respectfully or not. Moreover, Choko-san calls most of the other members with this suffix somehow.
まつり先輩。この間、スバル先輩と会った時は。
This must be very famous worldwide among anime fans. Senpai means an advanced or earlier person, literally. This is used for people that are senior to you in a certain group, such as a school or a company you belong to. Hololive is one of those cases. Members in the younger generations often call other members in the older generations with senpai, unless they are very, very close friends. The antonym is kohai, but it is never used as a suffix. As I have already mentioned in my previous video, it is very common in Japan to call someone by their job title. Such titles can also be added to names as suffixes.
そう、チョコ先生をすべてもうゴッドミオン先生の裏。
Sensei means a teacher, but medical doctors, politicians, illustrators, and so on are often called with this suffix. Choko-sensei is one of them because she is a school doctor. Speaking of me, I was an actual teacher before, so used to be called Mihatsumi-sensei or just sensei.
マリン船長は、まったりとね。
In Japanese, the word blah blah cho indicates a leader, head, top, or ruler of a group. These titles shown here are used like Marine Sencho and Noel Dancho. They literally mean ship leader and team leader, respectively. Aqua-san and Flare-san are often called just simply shacho, that means company leader. The companies are fictional construction companies in their Minecraft, though. It is rarely attached as a suffix in Hololive as far as I see, but it is possible too.
ね、ルイネバチギスです。ミコ姉さんが
Ne or ne-san could be considered to be a kind of honorifics, but rather sounds very friendly. It means elder sister, literally, but it's okay to be used for a woman that is not an actual sibling of yours. Mostly the case that the woman is a cool or respectable person such as Rui-san. By the way, the male variant is ni and ni-san.
言ったんだよ、誰がランプ殿と買い物に。
This is an archaic suffix that is rarely heard in real life today, except when one receives a certificate of merit from an authority or so. The word Tono literally means a lord of the feudal period. In Hololive, it is unique for Iroha-san to call other people with this suffix. It feels similar to sama, but it seems there are no such nuances other than sounding like a samurai in her case. These are the major suffixes you may come across in Hololive streams, although there are some other ones that I didn't introduce here, of course. I hope my videos will be your help to understand the Japanese language and culture. So let me hear your questions and requests, and please subscribe to this channel and hit the good button as well. Well then, that's all for tonight. See you next time, fellows.